So everybody, 12 Soul here. Spent the night in Creek Nation, I guess. And the natives that I've met here, they don't want to be on camera. I don't blame them. This video is about the forgotten voices. So there's a couple of categories of stuff we were talking about. And I'm just going to let... what we're going to talk about first of all is... let's talk about the medicine that they give us down, they give you guys, and let's talk about the food as you want to, and then work into talking about what the heck happens to the girls around here. Some in certain of these areas. So
in certain areas, this is what I've heard. I haven't seen it, but I've heard it. That people take these girls, these Native American girls, they drug them up, then they take them and sell them, rape them, kill them, and
Wow.
that's
fucked up. And
yes, that's fucked up. And
there are no faces on this video, so it can't be traced. By the way, this camera is going that way. It's going against that cross on the wall. Uh-oh. Okay, so that we've heard, and is that happening today and yesterday? And
it's happening every day, every day. And
how about this?
And
how about
the cops
medicine?
and the
Okay,
cops and the cops is not doing anything about it. And
that's interesting. The story that you spoke to me about when you went to go get last night, when you went to go get your ID on the reservation, and the reservation police escorted you off the property, and then only for you to be
arrested by the police.
Right, as soon as you got off the Indian reservation,
Yes.
you were arrested by the police. And what was the charge?
It was trespassing,
Disorderly
conduct.
And you did 8 months in jail for that,
I did
right?
8 months in jail.
Okay.
And
wow.
When
forgotten voices.
They left me there. And if tribal police would have taken me in, I would have been out within a month. But they let the regular police get me, and they kept me in there for about almost 8 months.
Next, how about the medicine around here? What did you call it? There's a
there's it's called snake root.
Well, I mean to say, when you go to the doctor.
Oh, okay. We go to the Indian Health Clinic, and they actually don't know what's wrong with us, and then they just give us medicine like that's gonna help. And
Does
that's
it help?
not.
Does it help?
No. And
how does that make you feel?
They just give us. It makes me worry about the elders, because they gotta take that medicine that they prescribe them, and that's what they think they're gonna need all the time.
Oh boy. Okay, so we've got that. There's something else that we're going to talk about. Another issue. Let's talk about education. How is this education around here for you guys?
Well, we went to this this country school, and it's still racist.
What do you mean by that?
Because they picked on our kids, they picked on my niece and nephews, and they don't have a Native American program or anything to help the Native Americans.
So they don't want you to know about your history.
They don't, and they do not teach Native American history. They just think all these pilgrims help the Indians.
All right. So I was going to mention that Oklahoma, all right, this is really interesting because a lot of people kind of understand the Trail of Tears, but from what I understand from this interview, for instance, the gentleman to my right, he is talking about his Seminole people were taken on the Trail of Tears in the 1820s. But then the Navajos
Claudiana.
also had a Trail of Tears, and so Oklahoma basically is it was sort of a central location state for a lot of trails of tears. Okay, and I want to have you speak to this, but one of the things that's most interesting here is that there are, as you made your claim last night, and I'm tending to believe this and understand that there are almost 1,000 different tribes here in this area that are of different types of Native Americans, the remnants of this great nation. That's the claim you made last night? Is that correct?
That is correct. There's Ute tribes. There's our Muskogee Creek Nation tribes. There's our Seminole tribes. There's our Thopthakal tribes. There's
Hundreds.
Sac and Fox. There's and
Hundreds.
There's hundreds. Yes.
So this happened. So okay. So we're gonna go and a little bit longer here. From what I understand, there was a war against Native America in the early 1800s to the mid 1800s, and they won the war. Okay. And Oklahoma was a place that they were going to put all the Native Americans. Well, how about now? I mean, for instance, okay, our friend O, okay, he talks about his people. Your people are from Tallahassee, Florida. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
All right. So
It's all spread all through Florida,
there's
all the way to the Everglades and stuff.
you're not on camera, so just understand that. All right. So
Right.
take a look here. There you go. See. All right. All right. So there's a city there in Tallahassee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in Tallahassee,
Big Cypress.
Big Cypress is where you're from, and that was your ancestral land.
Yeah,
And now you find yourself
in Oklahoma.
in Oklahoma, born here, and your people.
Had walked the Trail of Tears, in the cold, barefooted, nothing to eat, not unless the soldiers had gave them raw, dirty meat, maggot meat and stuff.
So
And-
people were dying on the trail, and that was
And that was all different tribes. There was 5 civilized tribes that was walking that path, and some that got too cold and stuff. They just fell over and just
died.
died and stuff. And
And whoever made it here, and that's the remnants of your people.
yeah,
And now the entire the Seminoles were just one of the tribes in Florida, but more specifically, there is a city on top of your ancestral land, and that can't be taken away.
no, cannot.
So when I bring this up to people, they say, "What's the point?" Do you hear that too?
I hear that all the time. They just put it on the back of their. That'd be like the last. See, we're sitting on the last totem pole. If we had totem poles,
Yeah.
that'd be the last thing that they'd be looking out for and stuff. For Indians and stuff. They did it back then, and they're still doing it today and stuff. No
Okay.
matter what color you are and stuff, but they damn right ain't. It's just no good, man. It's just treating us like we're. I mean,
Say it.
Man, it's just I don't know.
Like your dogs.
Like
Like-
third
yeah.
class citizens.
Yeah, 3rd class, 4th class,
So the no voice whatsoever.
yeah, no voice at all.
All right. So this is take one.